if you are returning, and welcome if you are new. A little change up in the intro there, but as you can see, I'm a little overwhelmed right now because it is that time. It is time to set up my holiday planner. So I'm going to set all that over there because that's not just for this one, but also my others too. So what I have is all the stuff that I need to add to my holiday planner. So I'm just going to dig out here so that I gotta kind of get to it because I had to just kind of throw everything in here because again my storage is kind of limited and that can make things easy to lose too. So as you can tell, I am gonna have to dig out the expander disc for my catch-all, just because I add a whole new section to this planner. So I have these red expander discs, and I'm going to use this LiveLovePosh cover from last year that I got. It was from the Christmas bundle, and I'm pretty sure I used this side last year, and so I'm going to do the black and red this year. So, and that's my little stockpile. So the first thing I need to do is go ahead and get the disc on the cover, so that way it's ready to start moving everything over. I can't believe that I'm already setting up my Christmas planner. I swear I don't know where this year has went. All right. Oh, there we go. It's so pretty. All right. I'm just going to have to pull it off from off frame here and put it on as I go. Let's see, that ain't gonna work. All right. Just because I didn't pull it all off at the same time. All right, so that's got all that. So next, I'll pull out my inbox divider. And I have my little homemade dashboards here that I made, I think maybe last year. Or could be year before last by now. I don't remember. I'll go ahead and paper clip it to that so that way I can flip it in one motion. Actually, I'm just going to leave these because I think, and when I say these, I mean my Post-it notes. Yes, because I have a dashboard that I made. And it has these Christmas ones on it. I don't always want to stay though. All right. And then I'll just leave this one in here, and I'm gonna have to put them on something different because they do not want to stay on that acetate. I'm gonna go ahead and move this over just because it has different stuff in it than this folder. I got a folder over there. All right. I'm just going to move these over just because they have specific purposes. All right. Now that I have all that, the next I'm going to put is the one I have labeled Christmas. Just because I need it close to the front. Because I will be going to it a lot. And I'll have to find a paper clip to put there. So I can now grab, because I had already put in my Christmas and gifts section in here. Just because I needed to jot down notes right away on it. Okay. I think it needs to go right there. All right. So inside that LiveLovePosh box that I got, it had these pretty dividers and different inserts. So the first one I have is labeled Memories, and I have if I can get it to behave. So it came with all these like Christmas memory sheets. And so I put some of each. I put some Christmas memories, and I put some lined in here so that way in case I wanted to journal more about the specific memories. So that will go next. And when I say by the time I get done, this planner is chunky, it is chunky. I have a winter bucket list that I made myself that will be going in. But it's in a different section. All right. So the next divider I have labeled Traditions, and have all the different little list and advent calendars and stuff like that. I did just make a new Christmas movie. I actually put these together, Christmas movie bucket list. But I used this using the LiveLovePosh sticker book, the one that also come with the bundle, which is this lovely. Love it. And so I wrote down all the movies that I like to watch during the holidays. So that will be the next section. I had been wanting to update my movie list for a while because the other one, it was old, and I'd had it for a while and used old stickers, and yeah. So the next section is recipes, which has several recipes that I use mostly for the holidays. And of course next is the gifts, cards and gifts section, which I was just talking about. And then the final section is I just threw in some lined, some different lined notebook paper, note paper. So that'll go there. And then I'm just going to put this pocket folder in the end here because it has some a couple things in it specifically for this. So now that I got all of that, now I do have a couple of vellums in here that I made. I'll throw those in maybe at the end, but not just yet. So the next section is home. And put dashboard here. All right. It's been a long few days, very long few days. All right, so all I'm going to do is just put in the month of December in here. So this will be my last month of my Beetlejuice planner. And the only reason why I'm just putting December in here is because I'll break down all this and do, you know, go back to my regular setup after the holidays. So I'll just put in the 1 month for now, so that way that's less I have to do. Plus in January I will be starting a new catch-all planner. All right, so next section is journal. So my journaling planner. And I will just put in December of it as well. So next is the section that I call extras, and it kind of has like all my lists that I need to, that I keep up with, my seasonal bucket list, stuff like that. So I'm just going to pop in add the winter one here, and I'll just keep my fall one in my current setup, because after today I'll break all of it down and put it away. So I have to do this a specific way, because the last page here is a picture that my daughter and my niece drew, but on the back side is because it's an old like gift list, gift wish list and stuff, so I have to keep it covered because it does have some identifying names on it. And then that is, this last section is my password, so that's the reason why I'm having to be a little careful with it too. All right, so I'm just going to go back, and what I'm going to do is here in the front, I'm going to put this little vellum here. And then right in front of my Christmas section, I'll put another one. And then, because it's all my mostly used go-to places, I'll put this last vellum right there. She is thick, and I had to be careful with flipping because the covers are not super thick, so I had to be real careful with it. All right, so we'll do a quick flip through. So here is the cover with the red expander discs, and then open up, and here of course is the first vellum that I printed out, and then a name page, and then just because I can't, there's pictures and there's some identifying information, stuff like that. I'm not going to flip through all this, but all this is my name page, my year at a glance, and perpetual calendars. So that's what all that is. Some of these will come out because it's the current one, and then I went ahead and added next year's perpetual calendar because I was already having appointments scheduled for next year. So that's the reason why that's there. All right, next section is inbox, and I have my kind of little homemade but marked dashboard here with different post-it notes. Came with a wrong set that I got, and I use those for Christmas. Here's my little pocket that I use just to stick stuff in, and my regular half sheets that I keep in here on a regular basis just to jot stuff down. My next little vellum. So next section is Christmas, which I need to get me a little paper clip here. It just makes it easier just to flip. All right, there we go. All right, so Christmas, and opens up, and then first divider here is memories, where I have some memory sheets to be able to take pictures and journal Christmas memories. Next is traditions, which I have different kind of lists to do for different things. Advent calendar, family traditions that we usually do, and Christmas movie bucket list. Next section is holiday recipes, different recipes that I usually do for this time of year, some that I haven't done yet, and then some extra sheets just in case I find new. Next section is cards and gifts. I already have, I can't flip through this because it has names, addresses, and also Christmas ideas. So, but the last section of my Christmas whole section is notes. So just some lined paper where I can, write out long stuff if I need to, and a pocket folder that I save just for Christmas. Piece of vellum. Next section is home. It's labeled home, but it's my catch-all. So I just have the month of December in here for one, to save space. Two is, it's the last month of this planner, and this whole thing will be broken down after Christmas to go back to the downgraded version. So next section is journal. Again, just the month of December, horizontal planner. Next section is extras. I can show this first page. It's my winter bucket list. So things that you would typically do anytime during winter. And then last section in the back is passwords with this pretty little dashboard. Obviously, I can't flip through that. All right, so all that set, the cover that I usually put my Christmas setup in is this pretty white one. I don't use this style a whole lot, but I do save this white one for Christmas. I do every year. All right, so she's slid in here. I didn't get out any Christmas to stick down in the pockets. I kind of want to either, oh, here we go, that will match because that is black, red, and green. Like that. And there's that little tag. I know that was kind of quick, but where I don't use this particular style anymore, or at least not that much, it doesn't take much for me to forget that there's pockets there to decorate. All right, stick those in there. Those are appointment sheets. All right, but that is it. That is, let me turn off this one side so it's not glaring so much. I know the light won't be as bright on this side, but I want you to be able to see it without the reflection of the ring light. But that is setting up my Christmas planner. See, she is so thick and expander disc that it's even hard to get it in this cover, but I'll make it work. And that is it. So that has my planner set up for the month of December. She's ready to go, ready to start prepping for the holidays and fit some memories in. But if you like the setup, make sure to hit that like button. And if you haven't yet and you would like to, hit that subscribe button. It would mean the world to me. And I can't wait to see what everybody is doing with their holiday planners this year. But until next time.